So let's look at grease. This is why I choose the green. Look at the back. And this is for the fifth wheel. So lubricity is what I want the most. I don't need it to be higher in temperature. It's not going to be high temperature, but it is going to be a lot of friction. A lot of people use red. I use this one.
At the end of the day, guys, it doesn't matter that much, as long as you keep grease on the fifth wheel. And you might be thinking, well, a lot of friction means a lot of heat. Well, it's slow-turning friction with constant weight being bared, but not fast-moving friction, so in this case, heat is not an issue. But I digress. Stay tuned to see Hervey make a oopsie-poopsie later in the video. Now you notice he didn't use a grease gun. He'd rather cut the tube open with a razor. He says the grease gun takes too long. To each his own, I guess. Again, not a big deal. But I think he'd just like cutting the tube. Or making a mess. But I digress. But meanwhile, notice that when dropping the trailer, Hervey barely puts the landing gear down. When he gets in the truck, though, he drops the suspension with the air valve. He backs under the trailer with the airbags still dumped. He stops just before he gets the pin into lock position to drop the trailer down closer to the fifth wheel. Now, often truckers won't have the trailer high enough to clear the fifth wheel. It's common. But in my mind, that's wear and tear on the fifth wheel, but more importantly, it's scraping a lot of grease off of the fifth wheel. And if it's a loaded trailer, it might be hard to raise the trailer up higher. That's why it's good to not be lazy when dropping the trailer for someone else to pick up. Make sure you drop it high enough for the next guy to get under it without tearing up his or her fifth wheel. Okay, I digress. Let's watch as he navigates this oopsie-doopsie. While trying to get some good footage for y'all, he neglected to account for the fact that there was a cord hanging down in the path of operation. Therefore, it is now thoroughly saturated in thick, green, highly lubricative. Yes, I just made that word up. Don't worry about it. Grease. Bless his little heart, in this case, it's a minor inconvenience that will cause him to pay closer attention to what he's doing. I digress. So Hervey likes to have the fifth wheel almost where the pin will lock in before he lowers it enough to make solid contact. That way the grease spreads to cover the surface of the fifth wheel and bottom of the trailer. But do what you want. There is no law that says you have to do it this way. Just my little 2 cents. Anyway, it's taking him too long, so let's talk about something else. Did he give y'all a follow-up on the video where he was talking about adding extra money to your check? Well, since you're here, I'll give you a follow-up and remind him to do the video. Because he got unloaded so early, he was able to drive 20 miles away to move a trailer from their dock to 30 feet over for $150. Then he'd drive another 13 miles to pick up a trailer for same-day deliver 140 miles away for either $600 or $650. I forget which one. But if he hadn't gotten there early, he wouldn't have gotten both of those loads. So I guess his projections work out. I'll see if I can get him to talk about it. Y'all have a great day. Spend it how you want. Get away, horse, fly. Your 5 minutes of fame has expired, my friend. If y'all have questions or want to submit a request for a video, go to truckercareercoaching.com or post below this video. Do whatever you want.